He's still got it. Recently, his results may not be as good as we're used to from him.
Are we going to have Yunsu as the map?
I would say so.
I think it's a safe bet.
It could be like Ultrazine, but I would say Yunsu.
Soulkey, the Zerg legend from last year, here now against our old school player. Whoa, okay, he goes with Heavy Rain, all right. Against our old school StarCraft II legend, Squirtle.
Yeah, this is a map that Terrans and Protoss is like, both kind of like against Zerg. I was actually definitely expecting Yunsu, but okay. See how Soulkey deals with this one.
You think Squirtle's going to do anything weird here?
He might. He has a lot of different builds. I mean, we saw Rain here, for instance, do like the quickest, like Stalker blink all in on 2 base. That was like pretty awesome, right?
That's true. Yeah, that was sick.
So we could see Squirtle have a very aggressive strategy like that, but not necessarily. He might, like, just the way he played there on a different map, it may have ended up working. On a map that was a bit bigger, a bit more spread out, he may have been able to win.
I'm looking back at that last game, and I'm really wondering if Squirtle should focus just more on trying to be around that gold base and put pylons up there, or just do anything to slow his opponent down from getting there.
Yeah.
The natural
I know what
with
you're
the blue
saying,
minerals
yeah.
is nowhere near as important as having that gold.
It's true. It's true. I think the place where he really lost it, though, was when the 4th was hit, and he he denied mining at the gold base for some reason. That was like what he wanted to do. I feel like I think there was the giant mistake in Squirtle's play in that last game.
Let's see if he can play better this time around. I'm Tasteless. With me is Artosis. We're Tastosis, the Cassian Archon. And this is Group D, the winner's match here. Game number 2 here between Soulkey and Squirtle. Soulkey up 1 game. See who's going to be the first today to go to the round of 16 in the GSL Code S.
Soulkey versus Squirtle.
All right, Tasteless.
All right, Tosis.
Yeah.
Toastless.
What is what you said? You asked me before the worst dump.
I told you mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to rephrase this into a different question.
Sure.
That's similar. But okay, so we know about the worst dumps. Did you ever have a dump that you did that you feel bad about?
No, actually.
Yeah, me either. We're good people.
We're good people.
Yeah.
I didn't
go us.
I wasn't one of those guys that had the awkward, like if I had to break up with somebody, it wasn't one of these weird, like, we did it over AOL Instant Messenger or something like that, you know?
Yeah. That's good.
Now here's a question for you. Since it's Valentine's Day.
How do you break up with your with your WoW girlfriends?
Here's a question, Artosis.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Valentine's Day chocolates?
I'm not like a fan of sweets at all.
I'm not a fan of sweets, man. I don't
care for sweets.
I don't get it. Like just sugar in general, I'm not crazy for.
No. I like spicy food. And,
I
like cheese. I like cheese.
Oh yeah, don't worry. Your cheese platter's coming with that bottle of wine.
I can't wait.
Tasteless will take you out tonight. He'll sit across from you.
Can you bring me dancing?
Depends on what kind of dancing, Artosis. Now we'll sit across from each other, and I'll hold the menu. And then, of course, here's how you do it. Here's how you do it. All right, on a date. Okay, you're gonna go get a bottle of wine. You never get the cheapest bottle of wine, right?
Of course.
You get the 3rd cheapest bottle of wine.
Right around there.
Right around there. Okay.
If you've had a good year, maybe
Classic,
the 4th cheapest.
Maybe the 4th cheapest. Okay. On the date. Then bottle number 2. What do you get?
Cheapest.
The cheapest. Yes, that's right. You get the cheapest because by then you're both buzzed and nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's all out of the way.
You need to write a book.
I'll call it The Game.
the game by Tasteless.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, man. Totally. I totally agree with you, though. It's the right move.
That's the right way to do it.
Strategically speaking, you're brilliant.
Thank you. It's in my builds, Artosis, those tasteless builds.
You're the strategic analysis master of dating on Valentine's Day.
Well, I'm trying to think of anything else we could say before this game really picks up here. Cybernetic score's almost done. Oh, okay, I got another Valentine's Day thing we could talk about. Those little candy hearts.
Hate them.
You hate them?
course I hate them. They're terrible.
What? You don't like? I mean, I'm not talking about the taste. You don't like trying to make weird messages with those?
No, I don't like that either.
How do they even? How many different words are on each of those, or different phrases can you get on each of those little candy hearts? Thanks.
I don't.
Because I swear to God, I've seen like dozens and dozens and dozens. Like some say sure, some say maybe, some say love you. Like
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them, but
Who even owns that brand? Actually,
someone really smart.
somebody really rich.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody who like seriously just like probably lives in that tallest building in the world in Dubai, like rich. Someone's like, I control most of the oil in the world, and this guy's like,
I do the candy
I
hearts.
do the candy hearts on Valentine's Day, and he's like, oh my God,
So can you make me?
you have
Some
more
of
money
my
than the
own
candy corn guy on Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so funny. Okay, so let's look at this game and what's going on here. We do have the Twilight Council coming up, and of course we saw that that gas was a little bit delayed from Soulkey, so that's kind of interesting. Soulkey's third base, a little bit of a different spot because of the pylon block earlier by Squirtle. And oh my God.
Oh no.
Well, Squirtle. Sorry, buddy. That's rough.
Yeah, that sucks.
You really didn't want that scouted. I mean,
This
that
is like
goes without
such a terrible
saying,
feeling because then you have to go through. Then anyways, you're like, well, I might as well just try.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's rough. But with this base layout of Soulkey, which is a little bit wonky, having that base over on the side, the creep spread there is going to be a little bit harder to handle. Soulkey has once again gone for pretty darn late gases, which means no Zergling speed, no roaches, nothing like that yet. So a bunch of Stalkers right now, very similar to how Rain was playing on this map, is going to be a very strong and viable strategy.
Strategies. StarCrafts.
All right. So these gates finish up. He's going to get a pylon down.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I didn't think he was actually going to get
I
that.
thought he was going to get it. Tastes would have got it for sure. Blink's on the way now.
Stalkers shoot faster.
They shoot farther too.
Yeah. Tasteless. Don't ever play him on tasteless.scm.
Watch out. Okay, so the Stalkers are coming forward now. Blink nearing completion. The time warp is not bad there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Could have been a little bit further back, but
yeah.
Overall, he's dealt a lot of damage to these cleans. He's cleaned up a ton of Zerglings for
The
very
Stalkers
cheap.
have basically taken no damage, including shields here.
Yeah. As long as he continues warping a bunch of Stalkers and doesn't really take damage on them, he's going to be pretty good for a bit. We do have a lot of Lings coming in, but that Ling speed only halfway done. And in fact, you can see that Soulkey's a little bit scared. He's getting Burrow, knowing he might need to be tricky to try to hold this.
He might have to be a tricky Trevor. Now we have the Stalkers coming up over here.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's a thing, man. A tricky Trevor.
Now these queens keeping that spine alive.
But here's the thing, man.
Really
Soulkey's going to be a defensive David here. So let's see, which one actually works
He's
more.
going to have to be, because this is a Goliath attack, Tasteless. These Stalkers just continue to multiply in number. The Zealots really doing a great job, that wave of Zealots, but there's a lot of queens, and that Spine Crawler just won't die.
Yeah, the Spine Crawler's really helping out here with the number of transfuses he has.
The amount of damage that one Spine Crawler has done is just maddening. Now he needs to run back, but so Squirtle just continues to make more and more Stalkers. As we can see, with all these queens down here, there's no injects. There's very few larvae. His bank is staying pretty low, but he's having a hard time with things.
Regrouping here, transfusing on everything. I think these Stalkers should be just bruised enough that even with the good blinking micro back, you can see a lot of them have just taken quite a beating here. And with the 2 additional Spine Crawlers being made here, I don't know, man.
Oh, man.
Well, nice.
I don't know that he's going to get those spines up. Look at how low all those Stalkers are. But
yeah,
the thing is, when they start getting that low and all of them don't have shields, so that's when you need to push in for like a killing blow. And that's what Soulkey looks like he's starting to try to do. But
hello.
Man, very nice. Really nice burrow maneuver there by Soulkey. Really did come in quite handy. He got to kill quite a few of those Stalkers, but unfortunately Squirtle continues to warp them in. Starting to take down these spines, and finally the hero spine does die.
You know what? Squirtle actually got in there.
Yeah.
Wow, really nicely done by Squirtle. Of all people, you'd just think that Soulkey would have been able to hold this.
Well, it came really quick.
Saw it
His
coming.
gases were so late, and he kind of didn't see it coming. It was kind of close to what Rain did. A little bit different, but
Peekaboo nerd.
Now.
Oh!
There you go. Where do you blink to? Well, I don't know about that blink. And he actually kills quite a bit with that. Had to pull the drones. But you know what? Maybe Soulkey can stabilize on 2 bases and fight back.
He's going to go for the robotics facility now.
Yeah, I think Squirtle's realized that he can't kill him all the way right now. He's done some damage. The probe to drone count's pretty similar. The base count is the same at the moment, although that 3rd hatch is on the way. This is, that was, I have to say, that was like actually quite remarkable by Soulkey what he has done with this so far. And Squirtle's control was really awesome.
It was phenomenal.
Especially when you consider that as far as what he's good at and what he's not good at, he's considered to be weak at micro, but he did a very good job with that blinking. Like, all his Stalkers got very, very low, and he kept them alive.
And it looks like this probe's going to come out here now and get the 3rd base. So Soulkey will have a 3rd base up for a little bit longer now than Squirtle will.
Well, with that burrow there, that's like so annoying. Look at this.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't even see that burrow.
His Nexus is going to be very, very late. Realistically, he should have started it probably right when the attack stopped, right? Because it's like a bunch of slow roaches and some queens. You're going to walk across the map and kill Squirtle's 3rd when he's Blink Stalker? I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I got to say, Soulkey, very adaptable.
Yeah. Well, he's the Zerg, right? He acquires essence and he survives.
Adaptable Atom here, you know.
Adaptable Atom.
And then being an adaptable Atom. But here's the thing right now, Soulkey, he's really being a macroing Matthias, so that's something you got to keep in mind.
He's making a lot of Rachel Roaches.
Oh. Okay, so the Nexus is a little bit over halfway done.
So it's Swarm Host time.
Yep.
And this is going to be the best way to try to fight back here. Let's see. His creep spread is actually looking really nice, so that's going to help. He's already got a lot of queens and a good amount of roaches, so he's going to be able to stall out anything killing his Swarm Host. In fact, he's going to start sending around his speed roaches, see if he can pick anything off. Checking over here to see if there's going to be an additional base. Which actually, I think he has. Did he have anything over there to scout that? I think a Ling died or something that was over there, but.
Oh, nice blinking on top of that. And he can't even burrow to get away here.
Yeah, he's going to have to run it. But every time if they do try to blink up to catch him, he can turn around, kill a couple, and keep running. So
make it
somewhat
like
of a fighting retreat.
Yeah.
All right, so
yep, just
I'm trying to
regrouping here, reorganizing.
Yeah, like
kind of recuperating.
Squirtle has to finish up his tech tree. Soulkey.
I thought Squirtle was going to have a little bit more of a substantial lead here from that, but I got to say, you know, Soulkey is actually handling this quite well.
You know, part of the reason why that rush is so powerful is because you're like skipping a lot. You're not getting upgrades. You only have 1 tech tree. You're not really making extra probes. So, oh wow, look at that. He actually used a circle on his queen with drones on stop position, not attacking, to stop those zealots. Really nice play there by Soulkey.
Now he might be able to get a snipe off on this hatch here. Oh, he gets the Roach War in there. This so many stuff actually going on here.
I guess that's pretty good. And he got a couple queens with the Stalkers as well. He's trying some of this multi-pronged harassment, but the creep spread's pretty good, and there's like a lot of queens, so it's not really going that well.
Squirtle's pretty solid, though, considering this is a guy who openly says his micro he thinks is his weakest part.
Well, when it's your weakest point, you generally tend to practice it a bit more. So,
well, he's definitely come a long way then.
Yeah. So Colossus are starting to pop out. There's only 8 Swarm Hosts, and the creep spread is not all that far across the map yet. So Squirtle's still pretty safe in taking this 4th base. So he's going to have the economy he needs to fight against this. He's even getting his Templar Archives at the moment.
Double Robo.
But, yeah. Oh, wait, does he have a 2nd Robo?
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Am I crazy?
You might be crazy. I'm not. I mean, you are crazy. Taste is crazy for me, but I'm not sure about the 2nd
I actually thought I saw a 2nd Robo.
Yeah, I'm not. I guess we'll see in a second because he'll start something else in it. Oh, he does. Okay.
He does have 2 Robos. Okay.
So with 2 Robos, well, you know what? It's kind of cool because he's going to have a lot of Colossus, but as this Spire finishes and Soulkey goes into mass Corruptors, there's not a lot to save Squirtle from that. Like, he can make Archons, and of course he has Stalkers. But Mass Corruptor here is going to do pretty well against 2 Robo Colossus.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit nervous because, you know, when we saw him just smash against stuff like that before, it was with a lot of Void Rays, and he doesn't really have the money or time to go into Stargate Tech right this second.
Okay, Soulkey, I think one of the best things, I can't talk. One of the things he's best at is moving these swarm hosts around, throwing them, just shooting out the locusts, and then picking them up and moving them back around, and he gets complete control of the map that way. He's so smart with that. Well, just keeping in control of good defense here.
We do have,
there you go.
Yeah, he's trying to do some harassment while pushing in from the other side. The harassment gets shut down very, very quickly, but he's pushing creep back, which is really important. He's starting to kill off a bunch of these locusts. But Corruptors are starting to come out.
And in great numbers, too.
So right now, getting
is he just going to stop getting more Colossi after this?
I think he's going to be done around 5.
I guess after that, they just start to bump into each other and not really do the damage they need to do.
They do much, much less after that. And, well, actually, it looks like he's going up to... He's got 6 right now. I think he actually has 7 Colossus total. It's a lot of Colossus. Well, it will help him to shoot through the Locust in no time flat, but... Again, against these Corruptors, he's just going to have to hit really good Size Storms and hope that his Blink Stalkers plus Guardian Shields are going to be enough.
These Roaches are not going to cut it right now. He needs to get something else back over here. The Roaches now hitting that third base very nicely. Also note that Soulkey here buying time with some of his own Roaches down there. Stalker's now being warped in. Doesn't look like he's going to go for targeting there on the Nexus, but he is keeping Squirtle pretty busy here, making this pressure that Squirtle wanted to do not quite useful because, of course, the warp-ins had to happen elsewhere on the map to defend. Oh, nice use of Burrow there, too.
Yeah, he's continuing to try to push up here. He does have that forward pylon, adding some gateways as well, as we see. But here come those Corruptors, a pretty good amount right now, trying to pick off whatever they can with those Locusts trying to help them out.
And one Colossus down. Looks like the second one's about to go down. There it goes now. Storm's coming, but for the Corruptors there, they were not phased for most of that. Now Squirtle pushing them back even further.
He actually got most of the Corruptors out of there. He killed 3 Colossus in the Mothership Core. And this is the problem when you don't, you know, he has such a Colossus-heavy army. Yeah, he hit some nice Size Storms, but those 17 Corruptors are going to heal.
Locust just doing what they do best here. He's going to be careful. There's that one Colossus there that's so damaged there in the front.
He needs to rotate him to the back, Tasis. Yeah. He needs to reload his musket.
That's like when you see penguins in the Arctic and they, you know, the ones in the middle that have heated up now move out to the outside.
Exactly.
And he's basically the penguin that needs to move to the middle of the pack where he's safer.
Well, Squirtle has to be careful with this army because if it dies, it's equivalent to dropping his egg on the
and if that egg touches the frozen floor once, that's it, Artosis.
It's dead.
And, you know, that's when, you know, that baby penguin is out of Code S.
Yes.
This goes to Code A.
All right, well, here we go. This is the important part. The Broodlords have hatched. I don't know that he's going to break through here. That's too many Corruptors.
Well, he's going to try.
He's trying.
Locust haven't respawned just yet.
Can he do it? Can he break through? A lot of Broodlings and Locusts popping out now. And with all the Colossus gone, he's going to have to get out of there.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah,
GG.
that's going to be a GG. He can just push across the map from there. That's Soulkey. Now, remember, guys, he actually lost his hatch to that Blink Stalker timing.
Yeah.
That Squirrel did very, very well. Still recuperated and won.
It's a dangerous thing to go.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah, he's really upset.
That's a sad sight right there.
Yeah, you know, it's a very dangerous thing to go up to something like 7 Colossus because while you're going to be able to dominate the ground, your opponent, if he gets Broodlords, obviously that's very nice, but even without the Broodlords, just the Mass Corruptor, it's going to be very hard to protect them. So it's just Soulkey outplayed here and goes on, as he should.
Soulkey's a badass.
Yeah.
That makes 2 Zergs.
Yeah. That means we can still have 13 Protosses.
So don't freak out. We can still have on almost all Protoss.
It's becoming less and less, but 13 Protosses, I could be happy with that still.
I could still enjoy my life.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to retire and go back home?
Go back home, work at Walmart.
Yeah. 12 Protosses. No, I'm out of here.
No, that's it. That's it. We're going to go to the losers match after this short break and see who's going to be the first to be knocked out of this group, Group D here, in today's GSL Code S. Stay tuned.